Hello, hello. This is an SEO audit for Costin Ruiz Law. They are a criminal defense attorney in Los Angeles, California. This is what their website looks like, and this is their Google business profile. First thing we're going to do is check out how they currently rank in Google Maps. So we're going to create a new grid. Going to type in their business name. Double check their address in Los Angeles, go down to radius, set that to 2 miles. And then for the keywords, I'm going to go with criminal defense attorney near me, DUI lawyer near me, and felony lawyer near me. Schedule, one-time scan, hit save, and let it run. So while this is running, I'm also going to run a scan for their NAP, which basically searches Google for any combination of their business name, address, and phone numbers. So we're going to go ahead and run NAP Finder, grab their business details, and then we're going to exclude their own domain. Go down to the page selection and select 10 pages deep, and then hit run. And once both of those tasks are finished, we're going to take a look at the results. Okay, so the map scan just finished. Let's take a look at how they rank. So for the keyword criminal defense attorney near me, they rank decently well. There's a lot of pins that are in position 1, 2, and 3. A couple are in position 4, and then around the center of Los Angeles, around the Little Tokyo area, they are position 9, 17, 15, 11. So all things considered, not the worst. Let's take a look at the other keywords. So DUI, they are not ranking well for DUI at all. Nothing is in even the top 5. So there's definitely a lot of improvements that can be made for this keyword for sure. And then let's take a look at felony lawyer near me. So for this one, it's pretty much the same story as criminal defense attorney near me. They're ranking decently well. There's a lot of position 2, position 3, 4, 5. But then once they get closer to the central area of Los Angeles, they start to drop off a lot. So that tells me this area around central LA is very competitive, around Little Tokyo, Fashion District. Yeah, super competitive area over there, but everything left of this, of the 110 highway right here, they are doing really well. And then from here, we can turn on the demographics. Yeah, so this doesn't really tell you that much because Los Angeles is very densely populated. See if we can take a look at the median income instead. Okay, so this gives us a little bit more data to work with. So for median income, you can see that around this central area, median income is under 35,000. You got this area down here where it's about 35 to 50K. And then this area up here is a little bit more wealthy, around like 75 to 100. And then there's certain areas like over here to the far left where they make a lot more. But this area right here in the middle where they rank really well, there is not a lot of people with a high median income. So I would say, even though this area is really competitive, you would want to focus most of your marketing budget towards this area because this is where all the money is. And then it looks like they also start to drop off a little bit over here in the top left as they get closer to the area with higher median income. So what that tells me is in these areas where there's not really a lot of competition, this business does really well. But once you start getting into the competitive areas, like down at the bottom right and the top left, they start to drop off a lot compared against other law firms in the area. Another thing I want to do is go back to their DUI keyword and take a look at their competitors. So they are averaging position 7 across a 2-mile radius. They have 214 reviews, which is really good. That's more than position 6, 5, 4, and position 2. So they pretty much have enough reviews to break into the top 3. What's stopping them is most likely their authority, which we are actually going to cover in the next section. So now we're going to run this SEO report generator to take a look at some keyword and domain statistics for this law firm. Type in their business name, Costin Ruiz Law, hit search, find the one in Los Angeles, Looks good, looks good, looks good. And then here, I'm just going to upload the data that I got back from running a scan for their name, address, and phone number. And then for this business, I'm not going to include schema markup. So everything looks good. And then I'm going to hit generate report. Okay, so it looks like it's done. I'm going to open it up. So right at the top, we've got some headline numbers for Costin Ruiz Law. This report does a scan for 150 keywords that are all related to criminal defense in Los Angeles. So the monthly volume across all these 150 keywords is about 42,000 with a blended cost per click of $91, which means every time somebody clicks on an ad for any of these search terms down here, each business is paying on average about $91. Now, if this business was ranking in the #1 spot in Google Maps for all of these keywords, then they would get about 17.6% of all the clicks, which is about 7,500 clicks per month to their website. And that traffic is worth about $680,000. So this is the amount that they would have to spend on Google Ads in order to buy the same clicks that they would be getting for free if they ranked #1 organically. So let's take a look at the keyword data. All of this data is taken directly from Google Ads. So this table is sorted by traffic value, which means the most valuable search terms are at the top. So as you can see, it's DWI lawyer, DUI lawyer, criminal defense lawyer, and then criminal defense lawyer Los Angeles, criminal defense attorney Los Angeles. So the 2 DUI keywords are worth about 100 grand per month. Criminal defense keyword is about 50 grand, and then criminal defense lawyer plus the city, which is Los Angeles, is worth about $23,000. And as always, if you want to take a look at just the generic keywords, so this is no location attached, just DUI, just DWI lawyer, then you can see the data here. If you want the keyword plus near me, you can see the data here. If you want the keyword plus Los Angeles, you can see the data here. But I like to just filter by all because it shows the most valuable keywords across all of them. So let's move on to section 2, which is just a more visual breakdown of the data above. So here, DWI, DUI, criminal defense lawyer with about 3,000 searches per month. And then the second chart that shows traffic value by ranking position. This chart is a little bit more important in my opinion. So ranking in position 1, you're getting about $680,000 worth of traffic. Position 2, about $596,000. Position 3, $585,000. And then a huge drop off in position 4, which is only $270,000. So about a little bit more than a 50% drop off from position 3 to position 4. And that's because position 1, 2, and 3 are at the top of Google Maps. In order to get to position 4, you need to click more businesses, which adds another layer of friction. And that explains the huge drop off between position 3 and position 4. Now let's go to section 3, which is what this law firm already ranks for currently. So currently they rank for about 73 keywords. 2 of them are in the top 3. I'm guessing those are branded ones, which is earning them about 1,000 visitors per month. And that traffic is worth about $59,000 worth in ad spend. So let's sort this by position. So their best ranking keywords are their brand name, which is expected. That's just people searching for them directly. And then if you take a look at DUI defense attorney Los Angeles, criminal attorney Los Angeles, criminal law attorney Los Angeles, a lot of these are money keywords that are stuck on page 2. And for this law firm, it's actually really easy to move them up to page 1 because Google already sees them as relevant. At this point, they just need a lot more authority pointing to their website because they're so close with a lot of these keywords. And these are very valuable keywords as well. $4,000, $3,000, $3,000, $1,000. Yeah, so these are very expensive keywords that they are so super close to ranking on the first page for. Which brings me to the next section, which is citation tracking. So this is the data from the name, address, and phone number scan that we ran earlier. All of that is just pulled into this report. A citation is anywhere on the internet that mentions any combination of their business name, address, or phone number. So for this law firm, we found 113 citations across 28 unique domains, and it looks like about 46% of them are on social media sites. So you see Instagram here, Facebook. Only 1.8% are on legal directories, which is not the best. Ideally, you would want a lot more legal directories that your business is listed on. They have a couple general directories, a couple review platforms on Yelp, and then a lot that is unclassified. So if you scroll down to the second part of this section, you'll be able to find a list of 186 high authority citation properties that this business can get listed on. They're only listed on 7 of them, which means they're missing 179. And that includes stuff like YouTube, LinkedIn, Google Sites, Pinterest, Medium, Trustpilot, a bunch of these very high domain rating platforms. Most of them have a domain rating of above 90, and all of them are either free, and most of them are either free or they are paid, but they also have a free option. So building these out is probably the first thing I would do for this business if I wanted to rank them a lot higher in Google Maps. Now, the last section is backlink analysis. We're going to take a look at the backlinks that they have from other websites. So they've got 946 live backlinks from 186 referring domains. 60% are do follow, which is actually really good because that means they have about 570 of those backlinks that actually pass authority with an average backlink domain rank of 54. They have a lot of links from Justia, which is really good. Justia is a very high authority, very relevant website to get backlinks from, especially if you are a law firm. They got some backlinks from Yellow Pages, Super Pages, a lot of social media and directory listings. So let's actually go down to the second half of this section and take a look at their recent backlinks. So I'm going to sort it by first seen. So it looks like the most recent backlinks that they've gotten are from general blog sites or general directories. I don't think they've gotten a legit backlink from a relevant website in a few months. Yeah, so I would recommend getting links from websites that are related to law, legal, government, crime, courts, anything related to that industry, as well as any websites that are local to Los Angeles as well. Those backlinks will be very helpful, especially if you want to rank higher in Google Maps. So quick recap for Costin Ruiz Law. So according to Google Ads, there is about $681,000 worth of traffic per month going to criminal defense related keywords. This business is already ranking in the bottom of the first page or on the second page for a lot of their money keywords. They just need a little push to get into the top 3. And in order to get there, they need to build out some of the missing citations, as well as grabbing some backlinks that are relevant to the legal industry or their geographic location, which is Los Angeles, California. And once that happens, they'll start to see improvements across the map scan that we took a look at earlier, as well as in their keywords and organic search. So this section right here. And they're also going to start getting mentioned in AI results if the backlinks that they build are very high quality. Okay, so the last part of this audit is taking a look at their on-page SEO. So I'm going to go to their Google Business Profile, click on their website, and then the only 4 things that I'm going to be taking a look at for their website is their SEO title, their heading, their subheadings, and their internal links. So I can see all of that just by using this extension right here. So their SEO title, they got their brand name, they got their location, and they got DUI defense lawyer. If you want to target more DUI cases, I would leave this here. But generally, I would recommend putting the Google business category, which is criminal justice attorney, but DUI lawyer is fine as well, especially if those are the cases that you want more of. Completely fine to have that. Now let's take a look at your headings and subheadings. So your H1, criminal defense DUI attorney, Los Angeles. It looks like you're going really hard on the DUI keywords, so that's good. And then it looks like you have your practice area pages nested under practice areas. So overall, the structure looks really good. Let me see if you have any internal links that are going to those individual practice area pages. So these should be internal links that go to your practice area pages here. And the reason you want to internally link them is because when you build backlinks to your homepage, you want the power from those backlinks to filter into each of these individual service pages. And then I saw at the bottom here that you also have multiple locations. I'm not sure if these are set up as separate Google business profiles, because if they are, you would probably need to set up multiple locations. Let me take a look. Okay, so this is your second location, and then I'm assuming you have Google business profiles for all of your other locations. So what I would do is I would have this link to a location page, because this linking to your homepage and this also linking to your homepage, that causes a little bit of confusion for Google. And then for your business name, I would also add a dash and then add the location. So this would be Costin Ruiz Law dash Riverside. This would be Costin Ruiz Law dash Los Angeles. And then you would have one for Riverside, Orange, Ventura, and Valencia. And there's two reasons why you would do that. So reason number one is if you added dash Riverside to this Google business profile, then this profile would show up a lot higher when people search for any keyword related to criminal defense law plus Riverside as the location modifier. So, if I were you, I would get myself a DBA, doing business as, and then get Costin Ruiz Law dash Riverside, and then dash all of your other locations. And then from there, I would build out citations for each of these locations with the unique business name, unique phone number, which you have, that's good, with the unique address that you have, that's also good. And then I would have them all link to different location pages instead of having them all link to your homepage. So that's pretty much the SEO audit for Costin Ruiz Law. We went over their map rankings for their Los Angeles location. I did not know that they had multiple locations. We ran a map scan for this location right here, took a look at their keywords for criminal defense lawyer, DUI, and felony. We took a look at the keywords that they're ranking for organically, which they're ranking for a lot of their money keywords related to criminal defense. A lot of those keywords are on page 2, and we found some opportunities to build some more citations and more backlinks to bump them up to the top of page 1. And then finally, we took a look at their website and figured out that they needed to build a couple more location pages for each of their locations that they service, and then maybe make some changes to the Google business profile if they wanted to rank their individual map listings a little bit higher in their areas. So that's it for the audit. If you want a report like this done for your law firm, first link in the description, fill out your business information, and we will get in touch. Hope this video was helpful, and talk to you soon. Cheers.